currently either set up with the grey water. It's coming from the kitchen and the shower over there. Well, we've got a centre toilet and centre shower, so everything's in the centre except for the washing machine. So the grey water comes down, it all goes into one pipe and then goes into the grey water tank and then comes out of the grey water tank. So the first thing I have to do is to remove a section of that so I can put in a three-way valve, I hope. So we do that. I don't have any professional gear, so it's just a hacksaw blade. And just cut out a section of the pipe, as I've done there. Made one cut there, second cut there. It'll give us a gap, hopefully big enough for a three-way valve to go in. So we'll continue with that and see how we go. Oh, that's done. I don't have to cut any more out because there's not much room down in here. It's not a fun job, just cutting it out with a hacksaw blade. So we're off to Bunnings to see what we can find. This is a section of pipe I took out. Now this van is less than 12 months old, and we've probably been in it for 20 months, 20 weeks of that period. And if I just put this tissue through the pipe, that's the shit. It's built up already. Now that's what I want to avoid, building up in the grey water tank, which is why I want to bypass it. You can just imagine what the bottom of the grey water tank is going to look like in a couple of years. Well, with a lot of help from Steve down at Eagle Plumbing Supplies, this is the plan. This morning we were able to go through what I wanted to do, and he got all the parts out for me and show me how we can make it up. Yesterday I spent 45 minutes in Bunnings, and another 15 minutes in Reese Plumbing, and I went to Clark Rubber, anywhere else I could think of to try and get the parts to make this system work. Nobody wanted to know me. Reese treated me like an idiot. Maybe they're right. But Steve down at Eagle, he took the time this morning to go through it with me and find all the parts. So this is the plan. The biggest problem is that the piping is what they call 40mm DWV, which is drainage, water and vent. So it's not high pressure, and the high pressure 40mm is a different diameter. So none of the fittings go straight onto it. So what I'm going to do here is put in a T-joint in there, and then reconnect this up to the inlet for the grey water, but I'll put a valve on there. And down here, put in another pipe and it's going to come down to another valve here with another outlet, so that when we don't need the grey water tank, we turn it off there. So all the grey water will then go down through here and out that outlet. And then when we're at places where we need to use the grey water tank, we'll open that one and close that one. So the water then will go into the grey water tank to be released later on out this one. That's another valve there. So that's the plan. It's a bit like a jigsaw at the minute, but hopefully it'll work. This was our first major hurdle. These on-off valves are 40mm high pressure valves, and as I said before, our pipes are 40mm DWV. drainage, water and vent. So we had to find some adapters, which are these. And that brings that down to 40mm size. So I'll just tape those up, seal them in tight, should be watertight. There's stage one. So I've put in the T-joint there, replumbed it around here, put in an on-off valve there. Currently in the off position, so that will stop any grey waste water going into the grey water tank. Just had to make a few little modifications here in the joiners because I was about an inch out in the length and I couldn't, there's no other way to get it in. So now all I have to do is glue that up and then go on to stage two, which will be the other valve going out there for waste. This is the final outlet valve for the grey water. It took 3 size reducers on the outlet to get it down to the size of the grey water hose. So I'm just taping those up now with the trusty gas tape and put that all together. Well, there we go, finally finished. So that's the original grey water pipe up there. I've just cut into that. I've put a valve on there so I can shut off grey water going in to the grey water tank, which it is. Put a T-joint in. This is very hard to, because it's getting quite dark now. Okay, so I put a T-joint in and then I've run the other pipe there, which is the grey water bypass, taking it out to the site. And there's the outlet. So the red will be grey water, the blue is coming from the grey water tank. Now again, why have I done that? Well, we were just on the road for 8 weeks, mainly free camping, and there was only one site where we had to contain grey water and take it with us. Right, so for the 8 weeks our grey water was going down the shower, down the sink, washing machine, was flowing into our grey water tank and then flowing out. So when it goes into the grey water tank, it takes everything with it, like hair and leftover vegetable matter from the sink and everything, puts it into the grey water tank, and then it's a drain from the grey water tank. So all the grey water wasn't draining out, so all that leftover stuff was just sitting in the grey water tank. Eventually it would have started to smell and would have clogged up. The gauge in the grey water tank was already playing up, so it's obviously coated with stuff, fat and soap and stuff. So that'll avoid that getting any worse. It's set up now so that the grey water just goes straight out to the drain. If we go to a national park or somewhere we've got to contain it, I just shut that valve off there and then open up the one into the grey water tank, and it goes into the grey water tank, and then we take it away and dump it down to that blue valve. Anyway, I thought it was a good idea.